legacy in the poem that we have not written about. And so it's kind of the whole story kind of tying up what we do. So the title of the poem is Tongues of Their Mothers by Masola. I wish to write an epic poem about Sarah Baritman, one that will be silent on her capturers, torturers, and demolishers. It will say nothing of the experiments, the laboratories, and the displays, or even the diplomatic dabbles that brought her remains home eventually. This poem will sing of the Gamtus Valley holding imprints of her baby steps. It will contain rhymes about the games she played as a child. Stanzas will have names of her friends, her family, her community. It will borrow from every single poem ever written about her, conjuring up her wholeness, her voice, dreams, emotions, and thoughts.
I wish to write an epic poem about Umkabayi Kajamazulu, one that will be silent on her nephew Shaka and her brother Senzanga Kona. It will not even mention Nandi. It will focus on her relationship with her sisters Mawa and Mama, her choice not to marry, her preference not to have children, and her power as a ruler. It will speak of her assortment of battle strategies and her charisma as a leader. It will render a compilation of all the pieces of advice she gave to men of Abakumusi, who bowed to receive them, smiled to thank her, but in public never acknowledged her. Instead called her a leverage.
I wish to write an epic poem about Daisy Magiwani, one that will be silent on her father, the Reverend Elijah. It will focus on her relationship with her sister Cecilia and the conversations they had in the privacy of the night, how they planned to make history and defy convention. It will speak the language of algebra, geometry, and trigonometry, then switch to news, reports, reviews, and editorials. It will enmesh the logic of numbers with the passion that springs from words, capturing her unique brand of pioneer for whom the country was not ready.
I wish to write an epic poem about Princess Magogo Constance Zulu, one that will be silent on her son Gajama Musutu Utilese. It will focus on her music and the poetry in it, the romance and the voice that carried it through to us. It will describe the dexterity of her music-making fingers and the rhythm of her body grounded on valleys, mountains, and musical rivers of the land of Amazon. I will find words to embrace the power of her love songs that gave women dreams and fantasies to wake up and hold on to, and the language of love in a dialect of their own mothers.
I wish to write an epic poem about Victoria Mkandla, one that will be silent on her husband Griffiths. It will focus on the choice to flee from patients, bedpans, and doctors. This poem will flee from the pages and find a home in the sky. It will float below the clouds, automatically changing fonts and sizes and translating itself into languages that match each reader. It is a poem that will render the people of Rome that her umbilical cord fertilize their soil. It will remind